Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it, the world champ himself. Give it up for Sam LaRue, Octane. We also got another world champ, some of the best analysis in the game. Give it up for Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got the multi-world champion, a multi-champion, a legend, an icon to the Call of Duty scene, Patrick Price, a.k.a. Aches. I know some of you guys might have thought that might have been big donk apathy there, maybe the donk there. I don't know what's going on with Slay here. And then, of course, we got the executive producer, Mr. Benjay Nassim. Benjay, it's always a pleasure. Ben, how you doing, Benjay? You doing all right?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a golf stream in this morning, so that was pretty fun. I got some sushi, came back. Been yapping on stream for a couple hours before the show, and I'm excited. We got a surprising number of topics to talk about today.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while, honestly, since we regrouped and talked. I know since Major 4 and everything, there hasn't been any matches or anything like that. It's just kind of been like a little down period and got the GTA server going. Sam, how you doing? You doing all right, Sam? How are you?
Doing good, bro. Same old, streaming, hanging out, man.
I love that. Love it. It's good to see you, Sam. Of course, we got the one and only Duarte. Duarte, you doing all right over there, Duarte?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Same boat as Sam, just grinding the stream every day, and then basically just counting down the days until I turn into a shriveled up old raisin. I turned 30 the weekend of July, so it'll be my
when he gets hurt.
The X-Defiant community, like the players that I play with, they all call me Unk.
Wait, which day do you hit 30?
On Championship Sunday, I'm 30.
Oh, on Sunday, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
no,
might get a little twist on Sunday.
I'm gonna be honest, Chris. We're getting old, man. We're getting old, bro. I'm turning 29 in August.
It's not that old. You're good, bro. I'm 33.
Yeah, damn. And then of course we got the one and only Patrick Price, aka Aches, the Slay. What's going on, Pat? How are you?
Yo, I'm doing good. Tom, listen, today was a busy day, but this week has been a busy week. But today I was in Restoration Hardware, Tom.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Slay, you went over to Restoration Hardware.
I was
that
trapped.
place loots you, dude.
I was trapped.
So,
Cloud Couch is done, Tom. It's on the way.
Oh, little cloud couch.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's good. That's very good, Pat.
And then Tom, I was like, man, that rug y'all got on display with the cloud couch, it looks real nice. So I'm like, you want to tell me how much that rug is? She comes back, that's 12,000. What?
Wait, no. I got my rug at Costco for $900, Slay. I got it at Costco.
I was mind blown. Like I understand, nice rugs, I get it. 12,000?
Nah, 12,000 for a rug is insane.
Rug is
That's
insane,
insane.
bro.
That's actually
you imagine someone stays
insane.
a $12,000 rug, like
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
throwing hands.
Slay, they
I'm out
got
of
things in there for 50,000. They got rugs for 60,000, 70. This shit's
look,
crazy, bro.
I don't know how they're in business, Tom, but
It's
I got
nuts.
the cloud couch while they are. You know what I'm saying?
I like that,
I mean,
Pat.
they're in business because people with coin like to buy decking furniture there, and they don't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's just people. It's probably their market, whoever they're selling it to.
We
But
got GTA money. We're pulling up in there.
hey, Pat, how's the move been going? Is everything smooth now with the move? Like I know moving's stressful.
Yeah, not quite, Tom. Still got some stuff to do. You know, I was in North Carolina, Tom, so I moved back to Dallas, and I didn't have much stuff, so I was like, I'm just gonna get the new stuff when I get here. Been a lot of purchasing, been a lot of setting up. It's still in process. I got the rug for my office, which I haven't laid out yet, but I still got some work to do, Tom. But it's coming along. We're getting there. It's a process. It's been a busy week for me. I've been on my my cheater bounty hunter in X-Defiant.
I like that.
Clean up the streets, Tom.
That's
And
nice, Pat.
Chris knows. We've been getting cheaters off the streets in X-Defiant. Very important to me. So it's been a busy week with work, with bounty hunting, and then setting up the apartment.
That's good. No, I like that you're
along,
cleaning up the streets. You know, I've been cleaning up the streets as well, Pat. We've been taking care of the same business. You know what I mean? Businessman.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna have to get in Prestige soon, Tom.
Yeah, you
When
gotta
I get
hop
all
in.
set up. Because I already told you about my character, Vincent.
Yeah, about your
He said
character.
we're gonna make a return.
Hey, would love to get your character in the streets, Pat. They would love that, man. They would absolutely love that. But let's lock in. We obviously haven't gotten together for a while. There's been a little bit of a down period. There's been no matches or anything. It's been there's been a lot of roster mania stuff going on. Some roster mania, some other articles and some other announcements that have been happening. There's honestly been a lot. So we just kind of run through it all and just give our thoughts real quick. Cut a nice little regroup. Obviously, we got champs on our way. I'm sure we're all excited for champs. I mean, it's been kind of slow, right, gentlemen? Because there's been no matches, right? At least from my end,
I feel like
if
I'm
I
in the
feel
off
like.
season already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It already feels like the off season. That's what it feels like.
I mean, shit, half the teams are making roster changes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll-
changes
we'll
are
get to
already
those, yeah.
changes are already being made. I say we hop into the first team and
Well, hold on, do we want to talk breaking point awards first while we have Austin here?
yeah, we could talk. Oh, Austin's here. Okay, yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
Austin was hopping
Austin,
on
you
today.
here?
Yeah, what's up, Tommy?
What's up, Austin? And then of course we got the one and only, the man of the hour. Can we give it up for Easy Mac, aka Austin, over at Breaking Point? They're gonna be helping us with the Flank Awards. You know, we're partnering up with Breaking Point, doing a little collaboration with them, and want to give a huge shout out to Easy Mac because I know Easy Mac, you've been working, putting in a lot of hours to this and been getting this going. So thank you very much for doing this, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah, should be good. So we got 16 awards, including the Flank Guest of the Year. And then right now we have the fan voting is up on the site. We have almost all of the panel is voted. So that's going to be August 2nd, I think it is that we're doing it. Right after champs. So it's going to be right in between champs and EWC. And then we'll be able to get some official awards that I think you guys usually do it at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, we
So,
always
like,
do. We do an award. Always do awards, and then I know you guys wanted to do something. I figured, hey, let's just do it together. You know what I mean? Give out some awards, and then it'll go hand in
Yeah.
hand.
I'll give
Yeah.
Austin credit. I think Austin, you kind of came to us first, and you're like, "Do you guys want to duo up?" Because you guys can kind of take a lot of the burden of like, sort of getting the vote stuff in there, and we can kind of be the platform to talk about it. So I
Mhm.
appreciate your effort, and it's going to be a
Who
mixy.
hasn't voted?
Tommy.
Yeah, I
very,
haven't
very,
voted.
very
Yeah.
exclusive list.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not
We
the
thought-
only one though. But apparently, I'm not the only one.
I don't blame you guys at all, because let me tell you, like, when I'm on the other side, it's super easy to forget shit. But then on like this side, we have 38 voters, so like I feel bad like messaging people all the time. But we gave everyone like 7 days to vote, and then we have almost everyone in. The only two we have, Tommy's not in, Ace still has to do his, and then
That's the mage.
we asked the OpTic guys, but obviously they had Seth's wedding, so like they have an extended time to get theirs in, as much time as they need. But yeah, well, it should be good because we have one coach from every team. We have all the CDL talent. We have you guys. We have the Breaking Point guys, and then
Bambo.
yeah, fan vote. We have some other media like Jacob Hale, the rotation, and then we asked the OpTic guys. So we should have all our bases covered, so everyone will have a voice in the awards, and then hopefully it leads to some good winners.
Hell yeah.
Also, can you tell people if they want to participate in the fan voting, which is open right now, where they can go ahead and lob their votes in?
Yeah, so if you go to breakingpoint.gg right now, right on our homepage, it says the awards are alive. So if you just click that, you can go through. Me and Ben actually just got to watch a couple of it. So the fan and panel voted awards are like the Rookie of the Year, MVP, AR, and SMG Players of the Year. Stuff like that is going to be community and panel voted. And then there's just community voted ones. So that's what you guys decide. So that's best play of the year, best map of the year, social team of the year. And then my favorite, which is the streaming moment of the year, which actually I'm pretty sure almost all of you guys are actually on there for a couple of clips. Like we have Tommy losing his prize picks bet with Insight.
That was rough. That was rough.
We had Tommy just deciding to choose violence one day with Ben and Sam.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
that's
No, they
cool.
chose violence first. That's getting pulled out of context. But go ahead. That's fine. That's fine.
We have the Dashy 20 versus 1. We have
It's good.
S&D Mastermind, Ben J.
Ben J. Karachi round.
Yeah, that was
a bunch of
bad.
them. We have the OpTic watching Las Vegas just crumble.
That's so funny, that clip.
And then we have like a couple of like little ones too. We have when you were watching Tommy, when you were watching a clip of somebody that looks like Pat dancing.
Oh yeah. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep, Pat.
Yeah,
It's not what it
so-
says. It's not what it sounds like, Pat. It's not what it sounds like. It's all good. Don't worry about
so
it.
we got a little bit of everything. So you guys can just go on there. You can vote every 24 hours. So it's open till the 17th. So you have another 4 days. So every 24 hours you can cast a vote. And then the fan, obviously those categories will be just what the fans want. And then for the other ones, like the player, again, MVP, Rookie of the Year, you guys will have a major voice in that as well, along with the panel. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and I see it now. It says it right here. Breaking point words, right? This right here, vote now in big gold letters. You go right to breaking point, you click on that, bada bang, you get started and do what you got to do. Well, Easy Mac, I appreciate you hopping on and letting everybody know what's going on. I think that's going to be, what's the exact date we're doing it?
2nd August.
No, 2nd of August, right?
Midnight.
Yeah. So
It'll
about
be
2 weeks after
Right.
champs.
All righty.
So-
August
Yeah.
2nd, guys. Locking the
Yep.
date.
it'll be this crew. I'm sure Austin will be there. We're gonna have Ace on. We'll have Tac Rab, and we'll have Trey Zero on. It'll be a breaking point.
That'll be a
you
nice
know,
little vibe.
the
Be a
whole
nice little
squad with
vibe.
us. Yeah, it
yeah,
should be interesting.
It should
Cool.
be good because
We
we're gonna
also
do the
did-
top 20 leading right into it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna I think it's 20th through 5th will be on the days leading up to it, and then we'll do the top 4 on the show. We have the 16 awards. We'll be able to kind of just go through the year and look at all the highs, and then get ourselves ready for the World Cup, and then going into Black Ops 6 and everything else going on in the scene. So
Yep.
off season's always fun with all the streams and everything. So
Oh yeah, off
Gearing
season. It's kind of starts a whole new chapter. Right once the off season hits, just a lot happens really fast too. There's a lot of moving pieces, so we got a lot to cover, and we're excited for it. We're always excited for it. And Austin, I appreciate you joining up and kind of just telling everybody what's going on. I appreciate it, man.
yeah, of course.
Of course,
Good
man.
show, guys.
Yep. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Take care. Let's hop in. Let's talk about some of these rosters. I want to talk about the first roster here that hit the Des. Ben, I appreciate you putting the doc together. This is phenomenal.
No
Benjay
problem,
doing
bro.
great work. I want to talk about Boston. They let go of a lot of players over the week. First player I see is Major Maniac, Pentagram, Beans, and Priesta have all been removed from the Boston breach. They have all been terminated. I'll be honest. I'm still fucking confused as to what the hell is going on over there. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
I don't think they know.
Yeah, I don't even think they know. I was surprised to see the Beans one. I thought they were gonna run with Beans. I thought and I think Snoopy's the only one, by the way, who I think he's the only one left standing, right? Who else was
Officially, yeah.
Yeah, everybody else is gone, and we should also note that Pentagram, once got dropped here, he did say that I think he's done with competing at COD. So shout out to a good career for him. But yeah, the only one left is Snoop now.
Yeah, shout out to Pentagram, man. He's been at it for a long time, and he's obviously been a player who's been he's been in and out of the scene for a minute now, man. He's been doing this for a while and competing at a high level. He's put a lot of time and effort into this game. So obviously, shout out to Pentagram, man. Shout out to Pentagram for all the years, man. All the years he put into the scene and into the community. It's obviously tough when you want to do something and you want to become a professional, and that day comes eventually where you can't do it anymore, right? So shout out to Pentagram, man. But yeah, Sam, what did you think about everything? Were you surprised with some of the names that hit the list?
Yeah, for Snoopy to be the only remaining player again after they already did this and then had the rest of their season pan out the way that it did. Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I think Beans was at least one player that I would have kept on the team. I think that him getting dropped is absolutely absurd. But yeah, again, questionable decision making by Boston. Nothing that we're not used to at this point, if I'm being honest. The only question I did have was, I think are we going to talk about their rumored roster?
Yeah, I'm definitely down to talk about the rumors.
I don't even know the rumored roster, so
Yeah, I don't know it either.
Cammy, Arcidy's, Purge, and Snoopy.
So from what I heard, I
heard about that roster. Yeah, that roster sucks.
Yeah. It may have shifted a little bit. I've heard Wake's name tossed around their roster. I've heard
Okay, so it got
Polo.
worse. So
It's just shifting, I think, depending on how Challenger champs
So
go.
the only question that I have now is if this is like an EWC team, which both ends are bad. If this is an
Yeah.
EWC team, they put together the worst Modern Warfare 3 roster they could have put together for this tournament. They just picked up everyone that's been dropped and has been bad. Or two, this is their team long term, and they didn't wait for any roster changes to happen and just jumped the gun entirely. Both are bad. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And again, it's not even so much about like the players for me. It's just even about the team composition. Like it just doesn't even make any sense on paper. It
No,
literally
the team
makes
is
it
horrible.
literally
I
makes no sense.
personally just don't think it's worth looking at any single, at least one individual that has been dropped from these other lackluster teams throughout the season, unless they already have like a built-in good system in challengers. Like I think the Prolu, whatever That whole team is essentially like the old Boston Academy. Like I don't think Boston's like actually like funding them or anything anymore. But that's like what Cammy, Awakening, Prolu, and who's their fourth in challengers right now? Is it Purge?
No idea.
It is Purge, right?
It might be Purge right
If
now.
I were
It's
them,
Cammy, Wake, Purge, and Prolu.
if I were them, I would just go with the whole challenger team. Like this team is not salvaging any piece. They already got rid of Beans. If they would have kept Beans, then maybe like look to see what he wanted to do. I mean, it'd probably be like a EU mix, but like why don't Yeez is on the team actually. It's Yeez, and they're not
Yeez for who?
Well, Yeez is on the team, I'm pretty sure. No?
No, isn't Yeez
I can
on
pull
was
up
on
the
the- he
challenger
was on the
teams. I
team.
have the
Please pull it
qualified
up.
team. I
Because
have the qualified team.
Yeez was on one of those rosters.
I think
Actually,
Yeez
Yeez took a break. Didn't Yeez take a break?
Yeez didn't qualify for this event.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
pretty sure.
Yeez took
It's
a break.
Pro.
That's what
It's
it was.
Prolu, Purge, Awakening, and Cammy.
Yeah, it's
But-
been a while
but-
since I've kept the. Yeah, Yeez
but
took a
look-
break. He was on that team.
I think, listen, if you're Boston, like if that Omid Brooklyn roster comes in and just kind of runs challenger champs, they make it clean, like it's worth giving it a shot. But like you're telling me you're going to drop either Purge or Prolute for Snoopy and assume that they're going to play better when realistically, like I think that could be a good challengers roster, but I can already see the issues on the pro side. Like I don't know. I don't
I'm
have to see the right approach here.
I'm not gonna lie. Their best approach, since their team was so dog shit, was just to pick up the best challenger team. Like period.
Yeah.
And it should be the whole challenger team. You shouldn't be trying to sub in one player because then you're gonna run into this issue where, like, let's say that team does win, like
Who's the
challenger
best challenger
champs.
team?
I mean, consistency wise, it was always FaZe
it's
Black.
hard to
but
say.
like,
It's hard to say.
yeah, consistency wise, it was FaZe Black, and then end of year, like so far, at least online, it's been Prolute, Cammy, like the team.
Oh, great!
Like
So you're going
Purge.
to pick up all the players that got dropped in the challengers and farmed all the amateur players.
Yeah,
Basically.
but the problem is like there's no one else. There's no one else there. You know
And
what
I
mean?
wouldn't
Like,
even
there's no
say
one else
they're
available,
they're not
no?
even farming. Like
Like,
it's
you
not.
know,
But
Dude.
to your point, Tommy, if Boston came to you and said, "Hey, can we loan or can we like get the contracts from these FC Black guys because we want to bring them up in the pro league?" There's no issue there, right?
But no,
That
if the player, any of my players wanted to go play for Boston, they can go play for Boston, 100%. I'm not gonna hold it. Yeah, that's always the goal. Like it's just about them getting to the league. If any of them get an offer and want to play, yeah, they can go play. They can pick them up. There's nothing there. They're open. They're free agents, bro. They're waving their hands. They're ready to go. All of them. I'm sure that they would play, especially for EWC. Who the fuck wouldn't want to play at EWC?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. When you're looking at a team like Boston and even some of the other teams, it's like some of them had salvageable pieces, but like this whole team need to go. Like if they want to keep Snoopy, then I don't know what to tell you. But they need to just pick up the best core that they can and not mix and match because
Who's
if they
running
mix
the
and
squad,
match, it'd
though?
be
Can
worse.
we talk about that? Less
Oh, yeah.
about who they're picking up and who's actually running the squad.
The fact
because
that-
I saw
ahead.
Dins tweeting with Bean that like it was the weirdest interaction after you drop somebody from a general manager. It's like hugging him like they're best friends. So who is making the decisions?
I'll say this:
Either.
I think it's
No
very convenient for the Boston organization that they made Twitter likes private because I can see who likes my tweets, and it's some very interesting people be liking tweets. I'll just say that. I think, from my understanding of the situation right now,
Wait.
I'm gonna expand. I'm gonna expand on. it. Just give me a second.
Who is liking them?
I'm not gonna say it, but you can take this one about.
Then why
to say.
bring it up?
So here's what's
bring
going
it
on right now. Here's what's going on. I think as far as coaching the team right now, it's Shawnee, and whoever the coach they brought over, I forget his name, from Challengers. I don't know if Zed and Dens are involved anymore in decision making on that team. The question marks are what is Doug's involvement in the roster, and for the upper levels of management, either Murph or Adam Morrison, what is their involvement now in making up Magic's child chat for that? What are Murph and Adam doing? Like, what is the brain trust? Who are making decisions? Who's coaching? Because they
Nobody
haven't said
knows. They don't say.
anything about
Nobody
on
knows who the
public.
fuck is running that show over there. Nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows. Doug told me that he didn't build the roster. He didn't build no roster. Doug said he doesn't control that. He doesn't control any of the roster decisions. That's what Doug told me. That's what he told me. If that's true or not, I have no fucking clue. I'm just telling you what he
Yeah,
told
the
me.
problem is
That's
Doug's a
cap.
known
Doug told-
capper, so like
That's cap. Doug literally said that he had an idea of what the team wanted to be, and then everyone else had the idea of what they wanted the team. They put both ideas together rather than just following suit with one
So
idea.
he lied to me. So he fucking lied to me, this guy.
That's literally what Doug has said. Pack and vouch. That is literally what Doug has told us. Like both teams literally have, or both sides of
guy
the,
Doug,
of the
man.
organization have had two ideas and they merged them together rather than following with one entire idea and making it like a cohesive decision. They just split the decision.
Yo,
they came
Pat.
up with this
Hey, yo,
Frankenstein
Pat. Is Doug
roster.
lying to me, Pat? Is he lying to me, Pat? Why would he lie to me, Pat?
I don't know. I don't understand what's happening in this camp. Like,
I haven't
either
understood for a year, bro.
look, I mean, look, I don't care what they do. Like, let me be clear. But they need to fight. If there's two halves, decide which half you want to pick and go down route wise, and get rid of the rest. Like the fact that
Yep.
there is some like internal struggle and they're combining ideas is insane.
Yeah, that's
to me.
Hey, maybe
That is the biggest recipe for failure I've ever heard.
Maybe they don't care about money, but I mean, like, what? Like they're just. I feel like they're just overpaying all these people to do absolutely nothing. Like,
Bro, this goes back to the point that I brought when we first started talking. What is the purpose of this team? Are they going to
I
compete at
would love to know.
EWC or are they going to compete next year?
I think
Because,
it's got to
again,
be they got to be focusing
both
on
are
EWC.
bad, bro. You
Yeah, but
picked
what-
up all of the worst players from the league this season to compete in a Modern Warfare 3 tournament.
They haven't picked up anybody yet, to be clear.
You know, unofficially, but rumors and
Yeah.
COD are correct most of the time.
Yeah.
Like,
well, to be fair, there's no one really else. It's like they like they're not going to keep anybody they kept.
Beans is better than
now.
every player on that team.
Okay, no, that's the one thing I was going to say.
But,
Like,
you
if they
don't
kept
think that
Beans, if they kept Beans, like, okay, sure, maybe help him build a roster. But again, who's Beans going to get? He's going to get the same. He's going to get not the same, but he's going to get a group of people from challengers. Whether that's like the worst players in the pro league that got dropped that are the best in challengers, or some other challenger roster. Like, you're just picking up challengers regardless.
I mean,
like,
I got
uh,
Exceed in my chat right now saying, "Hey, I think I know how to solve this issue." LOL. Like to the point I made earlier, like some of the FC Black guys maybe deserve a chance.
Well,
at their
no
positions,
one's
other
not saying
positions.
no one's not saying they don't. But
I mean,
like,
there's a lot of people who deserve a chance, right? Like,
100%.
It's just like it. But these teams have to make sense on paper, bro. I hate when they just throw darts at a dartboard and you look at the roles and the play styles and you're like, this is just not going to work. Like the team's just not going to work. It doesn't make any sense.
But in their defense, Tom, it's like, okay, if they were to hypothetically pick up the entire challenger roster that we named, like Cammy, Awakening, blah blah, if they're the best challenger team and they're making a full swap, that's
What makes them? What
probably
makes
the-
that? I don't understand how that team's the best challengers. Team.
Okay. No, I'm not saying they are. I'm saying like even if they picked up FaZe Black or they picked up them, like let's say they pick up whoever wins champs.
Yeah.
Like regardless, that's like all they can get. So whether that is the quote unquote worst 4 players in the league that all got dropped or not, that is the only option that they have. Like there's
Well,
no
I'm
one
saying-
else to get.
I was saying mainly you pick up from multiple teams. Like you don't just pick up one full team.
Yeah, I mean,
like
Yeah,
I mean,
but
we
then
just-
that's but then you just run into an issue here where you're just like mixing rosters again, and it could potentially not work. When at the very least, like the FaZe Black roster has experience together as an entire 4, and they could potentially work. Like rather than being like, okay,
I
the
think you
2
can
best
build a
from
roster
here-
and make it work, Chris. They just don't know how to build rosters. These teams don't know how to build. They actually don't know how to build rosters. That
How
like,
much time? How much time do they have?
I mean, they
before
have.
WC?
Bro, we've been sitting here doing nothing for
month,
weeks.
right?
They have time. They have hella time. We haven't even got the champs
after-
yet.
well,
Assuming you mix and match rosters, like you said, after champs, how long till EWC
If
after
you
champs?
if you want to pick up any CDL players that may or may not get their team option picked up, you've got to wait 2 weeks.
For-
It's
You
for
not
can
gonna
also
be-
you can also get such a good foundation right
A-
now
as
too.
far-
You can
as
pick
far-
up like 2 players right now, Chris, if you want to, or 3
So
players.
here's what I know is that Shifts in the chat saying this. There are some teams, Bomb 4 teams that started scrimming already with players they may or may not be picking up for EWC. But as far as I know, the roster deadlines for EWC got pushed out like pretty far. So teams have decent flexibility. None of that is all 100% confirmed. There's nothing public yet. But as far as I know, those deadlines are favorable now to the teams than they were before.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we'll see what happens. Go ahead, Sam. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I hope that rumor team isn't their team, and if it is, then Godspeed.
Yeah, that team made no sense. That team made no sense.
These guys don't know what they're doing.
Pat, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, I 3 mil over 3 years. I will get it done. I don't understand.
Yeah, Pat, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, you're there. You're ready to go. You're ready to get it going.
I've been here. Yeah.
Well, listen, we'll add a 6 cam. Someone from Boston wants to come on, talk about your team and your plan going forward, and provide some clarity to everybody. You guys are welcome.
Nah,
the fucking DMs.
I don't know. I'm so confused about the Boston breach, man. I'm so confused. I don't even know what's going on in that camp. I've heard so many different things too. I don't know
Nobody
what's true.
fucking
what's-
knows.
Yeah, nobody
Nobody
knows.
knows.
It's who knows, guys. Who knows?
It's
Uh,
going to affect their ability to recruit key free agents if there's instability. They don't trust decision making either. I think Boston's got to kind of say something publicly and kind of really kind of set the table on what they're trying to do going forward.
Yeah. Let's move on. And then, of course, there's been some other changes. Next change on the list was Clayster, man. Clayster hits the timeline during the week. He said free agent for ESC, or I think he mean Esports World Cup, and next year. Played the game all year, so would like to play at the biggest tourneys. Got a lot to say, but there's really no point. Got to be more selfish and play better if I want to keep my spot on the teams. Obviously, for me, I've known Clayster for a long time. You know, obviously Clayster, that's my guy right there. That's my boy. I've teamed with Clayster. I've found success with Clay. Like I want to see Clay continue to shine and do what he does. And I know Clay's got a lot of love and passion for the game. So, you know, I know Clay really wants to play and continue to play. At least that's kind of where my head's at with this stuff. I don't know if you guys see Clay going anywhere. I don't know what you guys think about this. Does anybody here think that Clay can land himself on a team? Because I think he can.
I don't know. I just don't really know where. I mean, maybe if they helped him build the team, like if they were like, okay, we back you, like who do you want? Like maybe, but like in terms of getting picked up by anyone, who?
Here's my problem. I think Clay could get on a team. My problem with him getting on a team, I don't think he could get on a team that wouldn't continue to really have a negative impact on his legacy.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he cares about his legacy.
I mean, bro, like, what is he playing for at this point, though? It's like, does he just want to like play just to get 9 through 12 every event on the worst team in the league? I'm just saying, I can't imagine. I mean, I know Clay's passionate. I know he loves the game and loves to play and loves to compete, but it's like, at this point, I don't care who you are. It's not fun to go and get 9 through 12 every fucking tournament and then go back home and do scrims and league matches to get 9 through 12 again. And I think that's just where Clay's at. And I understand he wants to compete, and I get the position he's in, but it's like, in my opinion, he's doing himself a disservice. Like, Clay will be fine outside of competing. Like, we all can sit here and know Clay will be perfectly okay if he lays down and never competes again. Like
but that's also the reason why he's going to keep playing, because he knows that like if he calls it quits, he'll be okay. He's not on a timer. But if he continues there and try
for those, he's
bro,
we know Clay's not going to land on a team that can win, bro. Like, it's just the reality of the scene. It's just not going to happen.
It's still fun. It's still free money. Like it's something he wants to do.
He could make way more money. He could make way more money.
But the money is not everything to him if that's the reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if he's having fun with it, and he knows he's going to be successful.
I mean, he could build a team. He could somehow build a team.
You can't say he's not having fun.
I can say for sure, no one getting 9 through 12 and getting dropped and then tweeting about how he's got to play more selfish to keep a spot on a team and he hates roster mania. He's not having fun, bro.
Like, no, he's definitely not having fun right now. He's losing composure right now.
Winning.
He's so tired of this roster mania shit. I've talked to him about this shit. He's so tired of this the roster mania fugazi. Like, you know, trying to scheme in, trying to message everybody, trying to figure out what's going on, who's got spots, do they want to play with him, do they not want to play with him? This guy said he's down to play with him, but then this guy doesn't. So it causes all. It's like a whole headache, bro. Like, I don't know. Clay's done with that shit. I think he just. I don't know. I don't know what's really gonna happen with it. But
and to your point, Pat, like he hasn't played consistent enough the last couple of years from a slaying standpoint, from being like a plus player standpoint, to get on a really good championship contending team. Could he maybe somehow pull a Patrick Price and finesse his way onto a Thieves or a Seattle and kind of punch up his weight on that? Maybe. But if he can't do that, to your point, like, does he want to go there, play for one of these bomb teams on the minimum when he can be doing other shit? To your point, I'm agreeing with you. It's like, is that worth it if he can't get in one of those situations?
Dude, like, unless he can get on a top 4 team, what's the point? Like,
if it's a top 6 team, like it's top 6 teams kind of edge though. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he gets in a Seattle or a Thieves situation, you would think about it now.
I guess maybe even
it's like right on the line. That's why I'm saying that. Like,
I just think Clay would do better, way better for himself outside of competing. I think he would be better for his mental as well. I think there's just endless upside for him to stop competing once he gets over the hump of like, okay, this part of my life is done. I don't know.
Can vouch. Good time.
He can't get the fuck out of there. He was tired of it, man. I mean, it does drain you. It does drain you after being in there for so many years. I mean, kudos to Clay for even still being a part of it and playing in it, but it drains you out a lot. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on in that space. You know, I'm sure we've all gone through some of it.
Is this
Tommy's
just me or
mic
is
cutting
Tom
out, by the
cutting
way?
out? Yeah, I was
Yes.
about to say.
Yeah, Tom,
was
your
it? My
noise
mic was
gate-
cut
your
out?
Your noise gate
Yeah.
on your mouse on your mic might be too high. You just put it closer to your mouth or make the noise gate like
No problem.
less sensitive.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Sorry. I apologize. All right. Anybody got anything else to say about Clay and kind of everything there?
I mean,
I-
Clay's actually good on land, so he's kind of gotten done dirty by.
Did
the
you
amount
see
of
his
online they've
player
had to play.
cards? What the land to online player
Yeah, it's
card?
crazy.
His online player card was like a 77 or some shit, and his land was a 91. Even though I still don't understand the player cards and the numbers. I don't
The
get. I
cards are
don't,
dumb, bro. It's not waste too much oxygen on that shit.
Yeah, I don't understand them, but-
Lyman them do a good job. It's fun to talk about, but like, it's not how you should evaluate players. The last thing I'll say about Carolina is as far as I know, last year they have actually returned to scrimming. They're playing with an unknown fourth, so I'm sure at some point that will get out as to who they're picking up potentially for EWC.
You said Carolina?
Yeah, they're back. They're scrimming now, and they're
Come
playing with
on,
an
somebody's
unknown
got
fourth.
to know who the
No,
fuck are
I
they playing
legitimately
with?
don't know, chat.
Who
I
they
actually
playing with?
legitimately don't
Anybody
know.
on here know? Pat,
maybe someone
Chris,
does.
Sam,
It's got to be Dave
No clue.
Patty.
Hey, Patty.
Dave fucking
go.
Patty, man. There's actually no rumor. There's no rumor at all. I'm surprised.
I unless one of y'all know, I legitimately don't know.
Nah.
For what? Sorry, I didn't miss that.
Scrappy said
Google.
Mercules, their ass. Yeah, that's just Scrappy said. Did you hear what he said?
Okay.
Heard.
Mercules? He
I
said
know,
their
I know
ass?
who you're talking about. You think they're gonna pick up like a U8? They're gonna pick up like a player just turned 18?
That guy's basically 18 years old and he's been climbing pretty quick on like the ranks and challengers, like in terms of his placings, but like he has like negative experience on the contrary to Clay having boatloads of experience in COD. So I'm interested. If that's true, I'm interested to see how
He's
that
good
is
though, right?
going
He's
to
pretty
pan out.
good.
It's not a-
Hey,
it's not a bad
Scrappy, is
time to try
Mercules
it.
a good player? Scrappy or what? Is he
Scrappy's
good?
gonna say his ass, bro.
He's probably going to say his ass.
Knowing Scrappy's gonna say his fucking
I've
ass.
seen Mercules play though, and I have seen some good things from him. I've seen some good things, you know, but I haven't seen enough to actually completely judge him. But that's interesting. Mercules. He's an S&D kid. He comes from Search and Destroy, Chris?
Yes. His name was like TB or Merc or something was his name.
Yeah.
So someone just texted me, a source I trust, said they're trialing a bunch of different people.
Oh,
So
they're
whatever
trying
names you
people.
hear, they haven't locked in a person, but they're scrimming on different people every
What
single
about,
day.
and I see Val's in the chat. What about Encourage? I know some of those guys just turned 18. We had them on the FC Black Academy. Ryan, Encourage, some of those guys. But I wouldn't be surprised if Encourage lands himself on a team, to be honest. That guy's actually really good. I like,
Yeah.
he's got good comms as well, like good
Ryan
communication.
as well. Like all his FC Black Academy guys, I think might get a look in next year.
Yeah, I know
There's gonna be hella rookies.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
going to be a lot of rookies next year, I feel. I feel like there's going to be a lot of new people. There's a lot of youngins that kind of came up this year. And I feel like a lot of them I met through just running like subscriber tournaments and shit. I feel like that's where I met most of them.
Yeah, there's not much else to run. So you put out a platform for people to like that, especially that are underage or up and coming to like do something. Like, you know, they all gravitate towards your stuff, Tom, your content.
Yeah, no, the subscriber tournaments is actually crazy to think about because now I'm starting to hear some of these guys' names actually be talked about on like some of these teams. And I'm like, bro, I
There's
literally,
the talent scout, huh?
I guess so. And I think I'm also their COD father. They get picked up.
No,
I'm their
Jesus
COD
Christ, bro.
COD father. Got to add it to the list. We got to add
You
it
got
to
a
the
whole
fucking-
you got a Nick Cannon.
I got a
roster.
book. I got a book, bro. I got a book. Add it to the fucking list. But let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Next couple names to hit my desk were Lynz and Gunless. Apparently, they are a team of two on the Minnesota Rocker for the Esports World Cup. That means Standy and Accuracy, Lamar, are being removed from the roster. Do you guys like the duo of Lynz and Gunless? And can you see them building around this duo? And if you were going to build around this duo, who would you probably go with? I mean, Sam, I see you nodding your head yes. Sam, you like
This
the
is actually
duo.
a good decision. I don't know how you guys feel, but I actually think of the decisions to make with that team, I think they kept the correct two players.
It's not like I'm like, oh my god, insane roster. But yeah, they kept the two. They kept the two players that they needed to. I mean, it pisses me off because like we basically were telling them like this wasn't going to work to keep two and get rid of two, and they didn't do it. They chalked their season.
Yeah.
And now they're finally doing it. So I don't know.
Lynz definitely
know,
seems like the guy, like mechanically, he has like a high upside, right? Like Lynz has always been like a good player for them. And then
Yeah.
Big P came in mid-year with these guys, and at first I was like the only one I could see them keeping is Lynz, just from the outside looking in, I could see them keeping Lynz, but then I wasn't sure about who else, and then seeing Big P's name in there, then maybe they want to give him more time. But I think who they pick up is going to matter a lot.
Yeah.
Who they
I
pick
agree.
up will definitely matter a ton. And,
And do we think this is for Esports World Cup only?
it could
I
be.
have no idea. I feel like teams
Yeah.
shouldn't be making rosters for next year already. Like, I feel like that EWC almost needs to happen first, and then
Yeah.
the field needs to be leveled out. So there's no more tournaments, and everyone can kind of make moves because
Yeah.
people are going to be looking for players right now that have been dropped to make teams just for this one tournament.
I guess.
Go ahead, Pat.
I was gonna say, I guess I agree with you, Sam. These are the right two to keep if you're keeping two. But it's like I still wish they would
You
have
could have
done
made more changes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they kept the right two in this group. I still I'm thinking no matter who these guys pick up, I don't think they're gonna. And even LAT and Seattle, I think are better by default than whatever roster they make.
I hear you on that. I think
That's why they're still at champs.
100%. I
But that's
agree
what I'm
with
saying.
Chris
It's
on that.
I don't think they're gonna make a team to even compete at EWC.
I think the question, Sam, what you're saying is I think the wild card is if one of these top 4 teams loses full and makes wholesale changes and it cascades going down, how does it affect people building long term or short term? I just don't think we're gonna know until really the beginning of August how that all breaks out.
Who is
But
making
you think
a
the top
change in
4
top
is
four?
making changes that are going to impact the bottom 8 teams?
I don't think they should before EWC.
No,
but
I'm saying in
the
general. Do you
wild
think
card of
that
which one of them loses complete composure.
What do
So
you
what-
do you think that they're not just going to trade players, with
Yeah,
the
but I
exception
don't
of
think
maybe 2 people?
I don't think the trades would happen until after EWC. Would be my
That's what I'm
default
saying.
position.
But I'm saying,
I'm
do
saying
you
the
think
wild
anyone
card is
not on
if
the
it-
top 4
if-
team will be on the top 4 team?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The wild card is if shit happens very quickly. That is, I don't give that as a high percent chance of happening, but that's still chaos scenarios. Those teams start a real domino fall of everybody making moves.
Gotcha.
Because I think there are some players on some of the bottom 8 teams that had solid seasons that could theoretically in that cascade maybe move upwards instead of top 4 teams kind of swapping players.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I mean, what would you, Chris, Pat, what do you think about this? About some of this stuff?
I mean, I think I already told you.
I was made.
About
Pat, what do you think? Yeah, you
Pat
already
already
went.
said it too.
We both
Did he?
did. Dude, Tom is so faded.
Oh, my
bro.
bad. I was just making sure
Tom's
everybody
a
got
procedure
through.
RP.
That
Right now.
Papaya and Prestige RP must be.
Tom's trying to figure out
Yeah,
how to
nah,
get
it's
crypto
been, bro.
mining
It's
going, bro.
been hitting. It's been fucking hitting. That's for sure.
Tom's trying to figure out how to mine Buttcoin.
All right, you guys all good there? Everybody good on that one? Okay, let's move on.
It was a good joke, Sam.
Okay.
That's not a joke.
I
that's
don't-
what
I
he's
don't
doing.
think-
No,
I
I
don't
am.
think
That's actually what I'm doing in GTA. That was a good.
Bottom
That's actually what I'm
Buttcoin.
doing. I'm mining crypto in GTA. It's a
Tom's
good.
just happy with
I didn't know Sam was tuning in. I didn't know he knew.
Bro, I'm here, man.
And I'm
wait
also
till-
very excited to get to the next topic. I'm very excited because this came out today, and I was very, very confused about this one because I can't tell if he's lying or not. I can't tell what's going on. This guy Formal says he's playing Black Ops 6 professionally. There's a clip here. Let's watch the clip, and then we'll give our thoughts. Let's tune in.
This one. Am I planning on playing Black Ops 6? I am planning on it. I'm planning on playing that fucking shit professional, to be honest. Professionally. Only the 272 of you guys know that for now.
Okay. Well, he said it to 200 people, but now everybody knows. Now we all
Do you
know.
think that was not going to be leaked?
I don't know. Maybe he thought, but was it like fucking 3 a.m. or some shit? He thought it was just gonna go pushed under the rug or something.
he knows what
he
he's
looked
doing,
he
bro.
looked dead serious when he said that. He looked dead serious.
Bro,
Yes, he
knows
did.
what he's There's no way Matt is just fucking winging it, bro. He knows what he's doing, bro.
I don't know, bro. People are saying
I think
he's
he's
trolling. Do you think he's trolling? Really? I thought he was dead serious
I
when he
think he's
said that.
What's the
hardcore
state of-
trolling.
What's the state of Halo? That's kind
Dog
of
shit.
it's
Halo's
dog
horrible.
shit real
Halo's
bad.
horrible.
Yeah.
what's the next year looking like for Halo?
It's TBD, and he has been on record as saying he hasn't been happy with the lack of updates to the game. He thinks scrims are boring. He just feels like he wants to get out of Halo at the end of the season.
I will say, if there is a time for him to come back to Call of Duty, it would be for a Treyarch title.
Yeah, I guess my only question is what team could he get on realistically?
I feel like he could get on any.
He
of the
can
bottom
get
eight
on a
teams.
lot of teams. I think. I think he could.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, it's kind of like the same thing as Clay. Like, is it worth getting on a team and being shit in his versus winning everything in Halo and not having fun? That's my problem with a lot of these veteran players who are talented. What's especially those who are used to a winning culture. Unless you can get on a team that can somewhat compete, I don't even know if it's worth it. Because he's just running the table in Halo for the most part. Like, they're always top 2.
I
top
think
3,
he can
like,
find a team to compete.
Yeah, but you're not. To your point, it's not about finding a team. Does he want to end up on fucking Carolina Royal Ravens?
Yeah, does he
Like,
want
is
to
he down for
scrim
that?
all year to just be 9 through 12?
See, that's
or
why
8
I think
through 12?
that he was trolling, because his main gripes in Halo were not enjoying scrims and like
Yeah.
just being in that, and then coming into the league and, let's be honest, not going to win. I don't see that happening, and not playing for OpTic. I just don't see a world where Matt would voluntarily come not winning COD, to be honest.
Yeah, like what is he gonna end up on? FaZe or Toronto or
That's what I'm saying.
Thieves?
He's
Like
not
all these
ending up on any of those
rivals.
teams.
Like
As much as I love Matt, and I think he's gross, but I just, from the mental standpoint, I don't think that him not having fun scrimming Halo coming to
he's
COD
just
isn't
not
going to
gonna
save
fix
him.
it.
I'm just
Maybe
wondering.
he's up for the challenge. Maybe he's up for the challenge, bro.
Maybe,
I don't know. So he said, "Tom, you believe anything?" I don't know. I
don't see it
I
happening.
think it would be so cool if Matt came back and played. Maybe I have high hopes
This
for it.
isn't
'Cause
an isolated clip though, Tom. Like he had that tweet the other day. He's talked about this other times on stream. Like he has been either clip forming this or alluding to this now for like at least 6 weeks plus.
I mean,
I
if he
don't know
doesn't
if
want
this
either way, if
flyer
he doesn't
here-
want to play Halo, like what else is gonna do? Like what else is
Hop
he
on the
going to
Scumble
do?
watch party and make a fucking bag and like go full entertainer. Gets a lot of he gets a lot of views if he streams Apex or whatever
That's
every
true.
day. Does COD content on the side, does some shows, like does a podcast. Like he'll blow up. He's a fucking entertaining streamer.
Hey,
So,
just retire from competing and just put his
Yeah.
focus into other things. He could do
I
other
don't know.
stuff. but-
Formal doesn't seem that type of person, bro.
Yeah, he
Formal's
doesn't seem like that
hyper,
type of person
ultra,
either.
mega competitive person,
Yeah.
like he always has been. Like I think that guy wants to play until like he actually cannot move his thumbs.
Somebody said Formal ain't leaving OpTic, but it could also be a loan situation where OpTic loans him out for a season or something, right?
But I don't
Like-
even think it's about that.
I
I
don't-
think it's
I don't know if you
playing
can do
for
that.
OpTic. I don't even think it's about not being on OpTic. I think him just playing for another team, like the
Because
LG
think about
thing
it,
was
he'll have
weird.
to play
But
off.
like,
He's in
Yeah.
the league. He'll have to play against OpTic.
I just
mean,
don't
let's-
see a world where Matt would voluntarily come to COD and again not win. He's not getting on a top 4 team, like being out of COD for however many years it's been at this point. Like he's just, unless
So
unless it's literally just for the love of the game, how we said about Clay. I just don't see it happening.
So first off, I don't think loans, at least in league rules, can happen, Tom. So he would have to leave OpTic. Second, like we all agree, we don't see them say dropping Ken for Formal. Like right.
That
No.
would be fucking insane.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
I mean, that would be insane. That'd be fucking crazy. I mean, I don't see that happening now. But
Yo, that would be the most insane disrespect, though.
imagine he
That'd be
did the shit
super
he did in
disrespect.
Halo, where he just comes to Call of Duty, rides the bench, waits for their team to implode, and he just like spawns in. He just like
Spawns in out of nowhere.
in those team talks. Like, damn, Ken, I wouldn't have done that.
yeah, I mean, listen, bro, I don't know. I don't know why I could just see him coming back and just being like this whole big thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like overthinking it, but I would say he would definitely want to play for OpTic first, but realistically, I don't.
we're gonna find the next 3 weeks because I'm sure one of these orgs is sitting here like actually thinking he's being serious. They're gonna actually try and pick him up at some point at the end of July, and so we'll find out if it's real or if he's just fucking taking the piss on social media and on Twitch.
Yeah, no, you can't tell. Can't tell with Matt. Don't know what's going on there. I also want to switch things over. We got Lamar Accuracy of Betty caught red-handed. Idiotic Texas call. We got him. We fucking got him.
Wait, hold on. Who
The
took
name's even
this
red in there.
screenshot first
Insane.
off?
Someone who's got
I couldn't
perms in
even
a
tell you.
channel. I don't know why the
That's what I'm
OpTic
saying. Is this
teams-
like OpTic's private Discord?
No, it sets fucking Discord. I don't know why they scrim and
We
set
caught him,
scores.
man. We caught this
Like,
guy.
this shit has
Love how
happened
Lamar's
once every
name
couple
is
of
red.
years.
The imposter.
What'd you say,
And for
Sam?
those, and by the
Lamar's
way,
imposter, bro.
for those wondering,
he
Big
really
Fan
is.
is Karma. In case people wondering where Damon is, that's his username on Discord.
Yeah, Damon's big fan. Yep. You can't change your name on Discord, right? Like the way it pops
you
up.
can on individual servers.
On
You
an
can.
individual server basis, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What if that's formal and he changed his name to Accuracy?
Nah, that's accuracy. We've
Dude.
seen him
No,
join
I'm
the
just
prank call with
kidding.
his
No, I'm just
little orange
kidding.
heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what he's doing. You think he's helping him coaching? If theoretically, if he
everyone
was
thinks.
to help them coach, do you think it's a good move? I mean, I think it's a good move. I think Lamar's been playing the game a long time.
Yeah.
He's obviously won multiple championships. He knows how to win. Like having somebody in the room that can kind of just tell you guys what's what, you know, just an extra voice. That can tell you right from wrong. Just extra eyes. Like it could probably help. No.
I like it.
Yeah, Kenny and Pred both played with Lamar, and they both were really good with Lamar on their team. We always said Lamar could definitely. I feel like Lamar actually could do really well as a coach for a team. So if he actually has this opportunity, it's nice to see.
Yeah, no,
I'm actually curious if they come out and just. I mean, they need something, bro. Like they need a little bit of a change because I mean they had that stinker of a stage. That shit was unacceptable.
They've been quiet. They've been pretty quiet, bro. Everybody's been pretty quiet.
Bro.
I mean, everyone's just grinding,
Champs
bro.
time.
Like everyone's just literally fucking like got their face in their monitor, bro.
Everyone's
like,
learning fucking bread and butters, pulling out all the cheesy shit.
Yeah, it's
waiting for champs.
It's crazy, like how different you are mentally, like when you're in that spot compared to now, right? Like we're retired now. Like remember those days, like right before champs or right before a big tournament,
yes,
like bro.
last year.
Like it wasn't that long ago for
somebody in chat actually just said straight to a top 4 team though. Well, Damon never coached a single team in his life and got put on the coach to coach OpTic. So yeah, I mean it's hard to believe, but Lamar is more than capable of coaching.
He's not like
Lamar
signing a
coach.
contract. He probably
he's
just helping out, bro. It's not like he's
either
going
either way. It's like what does that even mean? Like
I don't think it's that crazy. I don't think that's that crazy.
It's not that crazy.
It's happened.
Lamar
with
had free
teams.
time because they didn't qualify, and he
Yeah.
probably was bored as shit and texted Kenner AG and was like, "Yo, let me help you guys out. I got all our shit," and went and gave him crazy shit or something. Like it's really not that deep.
I mean, I don't know if I would listen to
Hey man,
shit, but yeah.
some people got some crazy shit that they never get to do throughout the seasons. You know that.
I mean, I think OpTic's open to a lot of ideas because they just fucking bombed out a major 4. So
Yeah.
Lamar comes in with some new ideas, fresh ideas, outside thoughts. Like it could be super useful because there's a lot of pressure on them really at a home chance to try and not get fucking dead last again.
So do we think this is Lamar's last?
If he doesn't get picked up on a team, yeah. If I think it could be.
Oh, so
I don't see him getting picked up.
I don't think Lamar's gonna want to play challengers. I don't think he wants to do that.
Do
I
you
do not
see
see
him
Lamar playing
retiring or still trying to get on a team?
I mean,
I
I'm
think-
sure
I
he'll
think if
field
he
offers.
can't get on a team, he'll retire.
He'll field offers.
Okay, but you still see him trying. Okay.
Yeah, I still think he tries.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless like Lamar plays a big part into OpTic and they just like go and like do really well at champs or win, like the OpTic might just throw him a bag or something.
Yeah.
If this is even like relatively true.
They just win the event. Lamar's just coaching next year instead.
That'd be crazy. All right, anybody got any final thoughts on that, on the Lamar situation? We called his ass, man.
Has Lamar said anything publicly about
No,
this?
I've been calling. I've been sending him voice messages on stream, calling him OpTic Lamar. I've been calling him OpTic Lamar and shit. Whenever I see him, he's in the chat and shit. I think he's flying into the city. He's flying into the city as Ramal. But
Ramal.
it's Lamar backwards. It's Lamar backwards.
Crazy.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Again, like a lot of these teams have just been so quiet, bro. Everybody's just kind of been in the dark, man. Just grinding, screaming. I haven't heard anything, seen anyone. You know, it's just there hasn't even been a lot of streams coming from some of these pros. Like you'll see people throw the streams up, obviously, but it's just been quiet. There hasn't been much going on. I remember we used to play Respawn 8s all the time. Now they be playing S&D 8s, man. It's just not hitting the same, bro. It's not hitting the same. What do you guys think about S&D 8s? Do you like them or do you hate them?
They're good entertainment. I'm no S&D guy, so I'm gonna bow out of this combo.
Yeah, I just wish they would play some Respawn too. I feel like the Respawn gets you more reps. I feel like S&D 8s, it just doesn't play how S&D actually plays. You know what I mean?
I feel like Respawn 8's died fucking 3 years ago, bro.
Yeah, everyone just like makes up bad habits, and also people have their particular ways of playing with their team, and that shit could just get frustrating. While S&D's more just like do whatever you want, dude. Go play some picks, make some plays. Like there's no like actual like.
Yeah, Scrap said it's not
structure.
meant to. It's all situationals. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know, I mean, at least they're playing something. At least you got some people getting something together. You know, that people can play and compete and
Respawn 8s are always fun at the beginning of the year, just because like people
Helps you
are trying
learn.
to learn the rotations and like how to break, and I know it's interesting, but now it's like it's pretty stale at this point.
But I still wish, and I don't know if this rule is ever going to change, but if we can run online tournaments with full rosters, that would be incredible. That would be absolutely incredible. But we would throw them all the time. It'd be good practice, and people can win some money. You know, I feel like it'd just be a win-win, and it'd be good entertainment.
We're gonna have some comms with people at chance about that.
It
I'm
never
curious to see what
works,
some of the rule
man. It
changes.
never works, bro. When are we gonna
Well,
start being
we're-
serious
there
about
were-
this shit,
There
man?
were some changes to the team participation agreements apparently that were announced, and then opens the path for third-party stuff. So we'll take a dive and see what we can do here, Tom.
Yeah, well, we'll see. You know me, Ben. I'm always trying. You know, like
We're always down to talk business.
100%, man. 100%. Let's move on. I want to talk about Ben. What is this? The Rogue considering selling their spot. What is this? What's going on with this?
So I can talk about this. So this actually came out today. So Rogue, and they're the parent company that owns the Carolina Royal Ravens spot. They're reported to be selling their European League of Legends spot, and maybe potentially more of an unwinding of esports. Interestingly enough, Falcons is linked to that sale. Apparently, Falcons have been circling the spot for a while, but there are apparently other suitors per the report from Sheep Esports. Same people that also reported the Cloud9 New York thing. So I just wanted to have a thought process for the group of maybe this is another one of those entities, just like with LAG. We might see them, maybe sell the spot on to one of these organizations that have been circling COD for a while, who are a partner EWC team that might want to get in, because again, it gives them a pathway into one of the games that will be at EWC probably going forward.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird because I feel like prior to the C9 kind of acquiring New York subliners, I would be like, oh, nobody's probably gonna buy their spot. They're probably just gonna be a shelving org, and it's just gonna eventually turn into an LAG situation. There could be a world where another team buys in, especially like you guys are saying, the Falcons.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff
Falcons
like that,
make sense. Honestly, the Falcons makes a lot of sense. It's giving me
dropping bans everywhere, bro.
It's giving me like Red Reserve. You remember Red Reserve and Black Ops 4, Ben, when that kind of fell through, and then FaZe came in, and then it kind of, you know what I mean? Like something like that could happen where Falcons just come in, drop some cash, and.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It just makes sense that Falcons are gonna try to get in the CDL at some capacity, because they already literally went and bought the best Warzone team they could. They went in, they've invested into other esports.
Yeah, but they did that to win the Esports World Cup Club Championship thing, right?
Well, but that's why C9's getting into COD. Basically, I'll say this is that there have been a lot of people, Towers Bond said, a lot of the orgs that are part of the EWC partner group are circling COD because they see the barrier entry now with the franchise fee removed is sort of low, and it gets their foot into a game where if they can build a solid team, they can get a lot of EWC club points. So kind of that list of orgs is going to be very similar to the orgs you're going to need to maybe get into some CDL spots.
I think the Falcons also have the best what is it called, the Apex team? Like they have Imperial Hal now.
Zero Hal and Jen.
Yeah, like they are clearly expressing interest in getting into multiple organizations. Plus, those guys apparently just have endless money because they're just signing the best of the best everywhere.
They got fuck you money over there.
Yeah,
they really do got fuck you money. They're throwing it around like it's nothing.
If it wasn't for contracts and stuff like that, then they probably would do the same thing in COD. No bullshit.
Was it richer than God?
In CDL rather.
Yeah. I feel like I started hearing the Falcons name more and more this year. You just hear their name all the time, and in so many esports too. It's not just COD, everything. I see Falcon teams competing all the time.
The Saudi shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's just slowly divulging into all esports, and they're the main premier org of that region. So makes sense.
Once MDOS became a free agent in FIFA, that's when Falcons kind of ramp up really started, because he sits atop that org, obviously a well-known World Cup winning FIFA player. But yeah, they've really kind of geared up in the last 24 months, and you're seeing it now. They've got a lot of really good quality teams. Warzone, for example, they signed Shifty and Biffle and them. They just won the Warzone tournament, so they got a lot of really good quality teams now under that banner.
What'd you guys think about the Warzone, the Esports World Cup Warzone tournament? What'd you guys think about it?
Didn't watch a millisecond.
Really? You didn't watch any of it? I actually watched some of it.
I don't like how they split up everything. If all the tournaments were on the same day, same weekend, and there was just so much to watch that I just didn't know what to watch. There was literally every esport was on. While Warzone was going, they had I couldn't even remember the games, bro. They just had so many games going all at once. And I didn't watch.
I was watching league qualifiers. Well, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, they had league. They had the league one. Yeah,
league qualifiers were going on.
Yeah, I thought Diaz and them just completely dominated. They got close though towards the end. People definitely gave them a run for their money, but. I mean, they're by far the best team there. They're so ahead, I feel like, when it comes to Warzone. But go ahead, Ben.
I think my two issues and I think they should just for next year with the Warzone format. One was how teams were invited into this tournament. I think using last year's World Series of Warzone standings, kind of a lot of good quality players that played really good in the last 8 or 9 months, just didn't get in. Second is I think the format was a little bit weird. You had the solo seeding that went for the group stage. And I kind of like match point a lot better for a finals format than sort of like 8 games, then your kills. It's kind of multiplied based on placing. The shifts point, like Fnatic made a really good run in the middle of it, and then kind of towards the middle, they kind of threw a couple of games where they could have placed really well. But I think it was a good start, and actually had some decent drama going into the last couple of games.
Yeah. Does anybody have any other thoughts here on this article that we just went over? This LAG and this Falcon situation? Got some other things to talk about here as well.
I think we're going to see probably potentially a couple of CDL teams change ownership hands. As far as expansion, I don't know if that's on the cards this season, but with the interest again, with all these partner EWC orgs circling COD, they can get a good squad. We could see maybe expansion next year.
Which ones do you see taking over, and who?
I know as far as orgs, I know they've circled the scene. Obviously, Falcons, SSG is publicly that they're very interested. I know TSM and Liquid have publicly said
Sorry,
that they're interested.
S who?
Space Station Gaming.
Space Station.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if like Fnatic and some of the EU orgs, like maybe a Carmine Corp, kind of circle it. So
who do we think? Vegas and LAG would be the likely.
Yeah.
And Carolina.
Carolina, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, in Carolina. Yeah.
And so
That would be my guess.
There's no expansion. I see people talking about expansion. I've heard there's no expansion.
I don't think there is.
That
Not
sounds.
this year,
I don't think there's expansion, guys. I've asked multiple sources on that, and I've gotten the same answer from everybody.
So Austin put a bunch of org names of people that have been circling based on what he's word. Fnatic, Cloud9, obviously Cloud9's going to get in with the New York thing. SSG, so we talked about TSM, Falcons, and interestingly, Gen G might be coming back, which should be interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So
I think I saw an article.
What happened, Pat?
Well, the other might say.
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear
You
you.
might cut out.
Oh, my
You
bad.
smoking papaya over there, Pat?
No. It's not
Mining
Texas time,
Bitcoin.
come on.
Yeah.
What
get
is
that.
Bitcoin?
The reason I said it
It's
is I
GTA
think
Bitcoin.
one of the Gen G owners tweeted out something that was like not of like a bullish on esports about like valuation and stuff. So it's interesting them expanding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that may have been a response to the 2K League, kind of, because they were heavily involved with 2K League, and that kind of dissipated and kind of screwed them over. It may have been a response to that.
It wasn't just like a generic on esports.
Yeah, I'd have to pull it up again. I mean, they pivoted away from NA, and Gen G's like very much big in Asia right now. Is kind of their play. They moved out to the NA side, so
Makes sense.
But-
It's fucking expensive.
yeah. I mean, depends on the game in North America, but yes, there's costs. There's also costs in Asia as well because you got to think about depending on the game. They have a lot of travel going out west instead of more regional competitions.
All right. Anybody? You guys ready to move on? We're all good there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Got to talk about COD potentially going to the Olympics here, man. What's going on here? Before we do move on, I want to just give you guys a little shout out here. Just want to shout out SteelSeries and the Arctis Nova 5 wireless headphones. If you're grinding on console, these are the headphones for you. 60 hours of battery life, 100 plus audio presets on a mobile companion app, and most importantly, quick switch Bluetooth. You can be gaming with the headphones, get a call on your phone, and automatically switch over to take that call, and then get right back into the gaming. It's seamless. Remember to use code THEFLANK at checkout for 12% off. Guys, this code's been live for a few months now. Make sure to use the code before it's too late. Code THEFLANK at checkout. Okay, 12% off. Make sure to head over to SteelSeries.com. Huge shout out to them as well, man. It's been awesome working with SteelSeries, and they have been wearing their headsets all year, and it's been nothing but good business working with them. So shout out to SteelSeries, man. Huge shout out to them. And I see a lot of you guys tweeting me your orders and your codes. I appreciate that, man. Keep sending them over. I'll take a look at them. I always appreciate everybody who's showing love, man. So thank you guys so much. Let's move on. Let's talk about the Olympics. Ben, what's going on here? This is news to me. We're going to the Olympics? Saudi Arabia?
LeBron
Well,
James is
not
suiting up, bro.
exactly.
We're going to the Olympics.
So there was an announcement this week that the International Olympic Committee is partnering with Saudi Arabia to run the Olympic esports. It's gonna be like a separate, at least for now, esport event. I think the deal lasts quite a bit, like either 10 or 12 years. Unfortunately for COD, The issue is that the IOC executive team has said kind of in recent years that yes, they're exploring esports, but they don't want to go into games that are violent. So the likelihood of seeing COD at Olympic esports is probably unlikely, but
So no
obviously,
FPS titles?
yeah, if IOC changes their position, maybe we'll see. But probably like Rocket League, for example, would be like a perfect kind of Olympic style esport game.
Oh,
Don't they determine violence by like whether the game has blood though?
I think it's just they were making a general statement. If you scroll this Los Angeles Times article, they talk about how it seems fairly arbitrary. But I think what's going on right now, Pat, is now all the publishers are kind of in negotiations with the parties here to figure out what games are going to be involved.
Bro, we're good. Just turn on paintball bullets, bro, and you're chilling. You know what I mean?
But
they
but
had
you
that
see,
in
paintball's not an
AW.
Olympic sport either. So I guess they have rifle shooting and like biathlon and shit. You know, not like guns aren't a part of the Olympics for both the
Yeah,
winter or
archery,
the
dude.
Summer Olympics.
some archery and shit. That's violent.
That is violent.
Counter-Strike's cooked, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
they
don't know
got
what
terrorists
games
and
they're about to have,
counter-terrorists.
like-
Like,
They have, like,
CS would
League
be
and
perfect for the
Rocket League.
Olympics.
That's it.
CS would be so good for the Olympics, man.
But I mean, think
That'd be
about it though.
insane.
Couldn't you theoretically? Couldn't you do that though? Just toggle on paintball bullets for a COD, and now it's all of a sudden it's just not.
I mean, it's
I miss
still
paintball, bro,
shooting.
man.
yeah,
times.
but it's paintballs.
Yeah, well, how about these balls in your mouth?
That's a
Oh,
good one. It's a good one,
Fuck
Dward. That's a.
yeah,
Yeah, you're stealing my lines, man. You're stealing my fucking lines, man.
Fuck you know.
I do think that is really cool. I actually think the best game for this is Rocket League, in my opinion.
For sure.
I think Rocket League Olympics would go crazy. I think that'd be
So-
nuts.
Agreed.
I think the question I have is, so if they're going to have EWC and they're going to have this esports Olympics things, are they going to run it opposite sides of the year? Are they going to be alternate years? Guess we'll see once it's locked in what it looks like. But that got announced this week, and I think more
Would it be a
details.
yearly thing if it's with the Olympics?
I think more details are going to come out during when the Paris Olympics starts, because apparently they have also like a big Olympic committee meeting then, and I think that's where this is going to get ratified as a
Okay.
proposal.
I was gonna say, if
According
it's
to
like
the
a
article.
yearly thing, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
that'd
would
be
assume
really
it probably
sick.
just take over the Esports World Cup, potentially.
Let's hope not, because then COD would be fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. You think COD would be fucked?
Well, if it's
Well,
violent,
if he said it takes over the esports World Cup, that means there's no esports
Oh,
World
you're
just
Cup.
saying
depends
that.
if they're
you're
running
saying
I
it would
think
be-
I think both competitions are going to exist at the same time. I think for
Yeah,
scheduling
well,
reasons, I'm
yeah, just
curious
run
if they're
it
going to
like opposite
alternate
ends of the year.
years or opposite ends of the year. to your
Speaking of
point,
which,
Dan.
that
That'd be cool.
EWC shit they did with the trophy and all that stuff is pretty sick.
Yeah.
By the way,
I think it's cool.
You're talking about the keys and how you can put the
Yeah,
different
the-
keys and stuff. I think the
yeah.
craziest thing is how you can take keys from opponents and put them in the
Yeah.
bottom of your trophy. I think that's crazy.
Bro, if I'm in league and I beat Faker, I'm taking that motherfucker.
Oh, 100%. You have to.
I'm putting that shit above my
But that's the
bed.
thing is some people were like looking at it as a disrespectful. Like some people were like, yeah, I'm gonna choose whoever I hate the most. And I was like, isn't it the opposite? Don't you choose who you
Nah,
respect
it
the
could be
most?
petty. It could be petty.
It could be
Could be
petty,
both.
but I it could be both. For me, I
could be
feel like
both.
it would be like who you respect the most. Like all
Bro, it's
the
storylines. All this does though is creates more storylines.
You
It's
don't
like-
want a shitter in your fucking trophy. Who the fuck wants a shitter in their fucking trophy? You want to put like the best of the best in your trophy. Like the best players that were in the tournament is who I would put in my
Shitter
trophy.
in your trophy.
You
But it's
know,
funny
you
'cause
putting those shitters in my
in
trophy,
fucking
bro.
T1, not even pick the teams they want in their League of Legends trophy, and they made the organizer pick it. They were like, they didn't really care.
Those guys.
But
don't
you're-
give a fuck.
Yeah, those guys don't give a fuck. But I don't know what
Faker's got a
Shifty,
$500 league skin, bro. He is chilling. He doesn't give a
I'm-
fuck about a trophy.
but I'm pretty sure Tom Shifty and Biffle, then when they won, they shit talked Fnatic and said because Fnatic choked against them, they were going to put them in the trophy. So to your point, I like the storyline aspect of it. It's kind of sick.
Yeah. And then I did pull up the challenger teams before because we were a little confused with some of these rosters, but these are the groups for
Correct.
challengers. So what I pulled up were the challenger groups. What do you guys say? Who do you guys think has a harder group here? Group A, B, C, or D?
Group A is
Um,
ridiculous.
Group A, everybody was saying
Group
Group
A
A,
looks
bro.
insane.
Which of course, right? But hey, you gotta beat everybody to be the best, man. To
Yeah,
win the
but
tournament.
Group A
so.
shouldn't happen. And I think Shift, I don't know if Shift's still in the chat, but I know Rotation and also tweeted like an alternative idea. The problem is when you do it by seeding and like subsequently you have this NALCQ and it like also ends up being an 8th or 9th seeded team, you end up with this super 3-team NAA group and like doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I
And
think
Cody's, they got 2 Codys on their team. That's
This
crazy.
happens.
Yeah,
This
so
happens
they-
every year. One group is always just hell.
Rotation had an idea that you just do like pod seeding and you draw a Champions League style. I think that Shift an idea where instead of those last couple of spots, you assign each LCQ like region to one of the pods subsequently, so you don't get like 3 NA teams in one group. But it sucks for the number 1 seed, and I think they'll still probably top this group or get second. Like, but they got a pretty difficult path there with all their quality teams.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to mod her VIP hold shift right now. That way we can see him in the chat. I didn't even see him in the chat. Welcome hold shift in the chat. But yeah, I definitely think Group A looks tough here. At least looking at it, it looked like they had the best group. But looking around, I see good teams in every group. To be fair, like Group C, you got Cammy, Big Wake, Purge, and Prolute in them, and then you also got Cobra, right? You hear Cobra and Benjamin Bands, Harry. We've been hearing about these guys all year. And then in Group B, you have Afro's team, which I don't know who Afro's playing with now. It's crazy because Afro was in the CDL, and now I don't recognize any of the players that he's playing with. Chris, maybe you
Afro,
do.
Henry,
Pack
Pack.
grinders.
Yeah.
Pack was I think like on the Falcons team for a bit, like the one like I think last year. Rafi and Henry have been pretty good, but like yeah, definitely underrated squad.
Yeah, because I don't know much about them, but seeing Afro with them, I feel like they could be flying under the radar.
Underdog, bro.
Yeah,
they're gonna be the underdog.
Yeah, they could be flying under the radar for sure. You got Hixie and Wee Man up there, Vortex, Mythics. You got Journey with his squad. Got Yako, Rencor, Super. And then in the other group, you have Hamza, Wiz, Spart, and Fire. You have Yuli, Polex, Too Real, and Arcity. I know that team's been making noise, huh, Chris? Arcity's team. They've been playing
Yeah, they've been
well.
pretty good. I will say also that 5 Media team is like the rest of the Spanish, like the other best Spanish like players, all on one team.
That makes sense.
They've been like iffy at LAN this year, right? Like they haven't really.
I thought their last
The
one played well.
Spanish teams have always been relatively iffy at LAN, where they haven't really won much, but like they just have like varying results. Like it's weird.
I think the weird thing about it is with the GSL group format and the fact that none of these guys have really played a LAN in months. Like we may see some weird stuff happen in round 1, which will cause some upsets potentially in these groups. So we'll see who advances out of groups, and I think bracket will be pretty lit on the weekend. I believe once again, Challengers Finals will be first match on Sunday, so we'll be able to watch that.
10 a.m. finals.
CDL Finals, yeah. Hopefully it's not a 5-0 fucking blowout again.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Better than that.
Okay. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts on challengers? I think that was pretty much everything. There's only one more thing left that I wanted to bring up for today's show, and that was just the contracts. Ben, I know you made the Google Doc. Shout out to EasyMac for all the help with all the formatting and stuff like that. But yeah, be careful, guys. Might be a flashbang coming in. Let's switch it over. Take a look here at some of these contract situations. So, Ben, since this is a doc you put together, I could let you explain it, but basically this is just showing who's a free agent, right, who's not, and kind of what everybody's contract is looking like, whether they're contracted or there's a team option or they're just free. And to my understanding, at least that's what you're telling me, Ben, this is all correct information, all of this.
The only part that I think could be incorrect is the FA question mark on people that are team options, because I did my best guess and some info gathering on trying to get certainty. That's why I have like likely and unlikely in there, because especially Minnesota, I'm just not really sure what they're going to do. But as far as everybody's contract status, I feel fairly confident, unless some people have some weird side deals or side agreements that are going to cause some chaos there. I got someone who sourced me a lot of official info in there, but there's some interesting surprises. We got some clarity on the Paco situation. He's in fact not a free agent under a team option. So that's interesting. And then the Seattle one's a little bit interesting too. I didn't realize that the way those contracts were done, that Abuz is actually a full free agent during the split. It's kind of interesting.
He's a full free agent?
Yeah, correct. Sign a
The
1-year
fuck?
deal.
How the fuck does that work?
How does that work? Did he sign a one? I don't
for a
understand.
He signed a 1-year deal, yeah.
What a
that's
beast.
possible?
I love that.
Yeah, everyone
Okay.
in LG did it too.
What a fucking beast.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
well, LAG,
that's
I don't
that's
even
good
know-
work from Abuz's
That's a
agent.
surprised.
good ass move.
I'm surprised LAG even had contracts.
Well, you gotta have
Guys aren't
contracts to get
I
locked
know,
in.
I
get
know,
it
I know,
checked out.
but like you don't
Yeah.
even.
I'm
there's like a-
surprised they even offered him a 1 year, and that's
No,
it.
1 year is good fucking work.
I'm not-
by
Out
him.
of Abuza, it's great
I'll
work.
tip
They
that.
were probably just like, yo, cheapest
1 year
option
didn't even
possible.
exist, bro.
Yeah,
I
but he had
never
a
heard
lot.
of
He had a
1 year.
lot of fucking cred last year, like going.
He
into
had a lot of
offseason.
credit. They put him on a fucking sub.
Yeah, because they were trolling, but like he was a hot commodity, and to like bet on yourself and sign a 1-year deal, and now you can still go back to Seattle, but he's got all the fucking leverage now in either that situation or another situation.
Yeah.
And then a couple of more interesting ones. Brandon is a free agent, as far as what I can tell from official documentation. He didn't sign a new deal after he signed that offseason deal going into Modern Warfare 2. So I don't expect him to dip from OpTic, but just like Shotzzy in that same window, that same year, like Brandon will have the ability to talk to other people once his deal is done. And other than that, there aren't that many surprises. Just a lot of players under team options, and we'll see if those players get picked up. I believe teams will have until August 4th to decide if they pick up those team options or not. Traditionally, it's a 2-week window after champs, and that would be the 4th this year.
Oh,
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah. On to the bottom 8, Tom.
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say I don't think Dashie being a free agent matters that much.
I don't
Yeah,
think Bruce is.
I don't think Bruce is gonna go anywhere.
What do you want to see, Pat?
The bottom 8. Not have those.
It needs to be alphabetized. I gotta do that today.
Here I can scroll out a
Okay.
little bit.
Oh, okay. So Gorillas, Ravens, all free.
LAG's all free. Carolina's all free except for Gwyn.
Miami's interesting one. They all signed multi-year deals except for Vickles' deal that he brought over from Florida, and then Real was signed mid-season and signed a 1+1. I assume they're not gonna let him walk.
Vegas has a chance to keep their squad together.
So this is what I was curious about with Vegas. Talking to Ace felt like even if Vegas sticks, they're probably not going to pick up the options on those players, and then they'll just wait to re-sign them in October, November if they want to run it back.
Unless Nero gets pulled.
Yeah, unless
I think that Vegas roster is about to get vultured across the league.
I think it might.
I hope
so,
that
too.
they don't. I hope that they stick together, but I think they're going to get sent everywhere.
I fear Vegas is going to fumble this one pretty bad.
And we
is
think
what it is.
Miami's just repeat Spanish squad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
I can see them making changes though.
You mean it's going to be for another Spanish player?
Yeah, I think it'd be.
I mean,
for
to be
another Spanish
fair,
player.
like their roster was like absolute fucking horse for a bit, and then they brought it back at the
They
end
were
of the
good,
season.
good, bad, good.
Yeah, they brought it back. So, I mean, like I would like the idea of people being able to make all these changes that's going to make them a contender, but like realistically, for a lot of teams, there's not a lot of options that will make them a contender. So, best thing they could do is run it back, keep improving, and hope the game suits them even more than the last, and see where it goes.
Yeah, which I don't see it on the doc, Ben, but just something to bring up because I peeped it on Reddit. I seen a clip of Kenny talking about the new movement, and he was actually already talking about how he thinks that the dive shooting, it could be a little cheese. That he could see arguments of that maybe getting potentially.
Damn, we were right.
Oh my God, Pat! I cannot believe it.
Only one thing though. The other
It
thing
starts with one thing.
Yeah.
Kenny said that the omnidirectional movement, he's gonna be like mind blown we ever played without it. Like it's like good. Like
I
a
hope
good
it's
change.
good. I hope it's the best shit we've ever had.
I mean, me
Truly.
too. I mean, I think we all agree. We would
I
love
hope it is an awesome thing that we
We need
all
something.
enjoy.
We need something new, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I hope it's great. Genuinely.
yeah. If there is a major movement from the pros to remove it, if they don't have a compelling argument, it's going to be an absolute fucking mess.
Well,
Why would it be a mess, Ben?
They never have a compelling
Why
argument.
you tell me why you think it's going to be a mess? I feel like the reason's fucking obvious.
All right, here, I got the clip. I got the clip here. Let's tune into the clip real quick and just see what he had to say real quick about everything.
Did you dive shoot?
Yeah. That shit was OP.
The shoe was OP.
Bro, you could like,
I
bro,
might
you
be
could
in
like,
next year.
say
I
if
might
I'm ironing like a hallway and like a guy dives across the like room, he's zapping you. He killed you so fast, like you can't even react to him because he like that's what we gave them told them you need to nerf it a little bit because like the dive is so fast from like
It's just a straight camera.
from the outside POV that
And he's
you're
shooting you.
cameraing every time he's shooting.
He's getting
you.
super cambered. Yeah.
But like you can dive down a
That's
stair-
what I'm worried
Imagine
about.
diving down a staircase and shooting up the staircase. It's like
That's absurd.
I'm doing
That is
this.
absurd.
promise you.
Instead of sliding down,
Every
he's gonna
time.
be fucking.
No, this is crazy stuff.
I just
gonna be
hope
shocked
they
next year.
don't. I
Your
just
boy
hope they don't like
Hoffman?
GA or some shit. But like, cause it's weird or something. I hope people like.
Like I said, I don't the diving. I can see me and G like diving and shooting.
Could be
Maybe
GA.
because if it is the same as it was when we
It's just
played,
super
I
broken.
think it was broken.
Yeah,
but
there's not even a skill to it.
yeah,
It's just broken.
Omni movement it should be in. I promise you, everybody's gonna like it.
But the dive shooting is like could be broken.
yeah. The Omni movement, I'm telling you, it's gonna feel like you're gonna be like, bro, how is this not how we always played the game?
That's fine. That's exciting.
All right, that's
Or
what we do
you-
for the
you dive-
clip. Yeah, I think the Omni movement's gonna be sick too. I think that's gonna feel. I think
Yeah, I'm
it's gonna
excited
feel
for it.
good. Yeah, that's gonna feel. It's just gonna feel like super smooth. I think running around the map, but.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like you just dive at the speed of light. Who are you? You're Superman diving around these corners. So I'm guessing they're just breaking cameras. I don't know. I have to see it. I have to see it
Yeah.
and play it. To actually like comment on it, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. I'm just really excited for the new game, and it sounds like sounds like they've been really putting a lot of thought process into this game, and it's been in the process of being made for a long time. So I'm excited for it, and I'm sure everybody else is too. You guys excited for it? I always love new CODs, bro. I love new.
That was
FaZe.
character. I'm about to be fucking pants off running around my house when that game drops.
Can't wait to camo grind and get my body shot by SBMM sweats while I'm sitting there hit
Can't
firing
wait
with
to
a grenade
grind
launcher.
and master prestige. That's what I'm
I
excited
like
for.
that. Yeah,
I think zombies will be
prestigious.
fun. I'm excited for zombies.
Zombies is gonna be a lot of fun as well. Yeah,
I
there's
love
gonna be a lot.
zombies.
Anything else that we missed? What else has happened over the last few weeks? Is that everything? I got to the doc. Everything I could think of that I pulled up. I don't know if there's anything else that happened.
it.
Yeah, I
Other
think
than
that's
like
everything.
actual champs, I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all excited for champs. I think some of us are flying on Tuesday, some of us are flying on Wednesday. Pat, you're flying on Friday, right?
Well,
Actually, you live
considering
there.
I
You
live
live there.
25
Yeah,
minutes
you live-
away, I don't think I'm flying, but yeah.
Yeah.
You-
But I will
are
be
you-
seeing Tom on Wednesday.
Yep, I will be seeing Pat. Me and Pat are.
Yeah, me and Tom got a little thing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about it.
Y'all
You know,
doing business, bro?
I got to set up on.
Can we
Wednesday,
say the
so it's all good
third?
for
Can we
this
say the
black and
third?
white.
Slay? The third
What are we
person?
This is somebody that people know, Tom. Very, very well.
It is somebody that people
That
know very
narrows it
well.
down.
Is it? But yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, we're just filming a video down there. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good
Pat, are you
piece of
coming-
content.
You coming to the venue on Thursday, or are you coming on
I'm not
Friday,
sure.
Pat?
Thursday's my birthday.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah,
You wanna
Pat,
celebrate
how
your
old are you
birthday with
turning?
us?
But I'll be 30, Tom. I'll be 30.
Damn.
God, y'all
Damn.
are nasty.
You and Chris turning 30 the
So
same weekend.
you're not going to celebrate your birthday with us, Pat? That's crazy.
Yeah, we're getting old, bro. We're
But
getting
I will be
fucking
there
old.
Friday
man.
for sure because my hotel's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So after work, I'll drive over and then probably let the second half of the watch party and the flank on Friday.
I want to, as a PSA, while people are watching the show. So at Champs, we'll be live from the venue. Basically, like we're all on the side of the venue where all the watch parties will be. But as we mentioned a couple of times, we were going to be trying out doing the flank on YouTube after the matches. So just as a note, like stick around. We'll be on YouTube the whole time, and we'll see how it goes. If it goes great, we'll think about it going forward. If it doesn't go great, well, we tried this one time because we really wanted to be in the action for the final CDL event of the year.
Yep.
Good PSA, Benja.
Alrighty, let's close it out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's emergency flank. It was kind of just out of nowhere, but we were like, "Fuck it, let's regroup. Let's talk about some of the stuff that's been happening." We also, with Champs especially coming around the corner. I'm just excited to be there. We haven't been at Champs yet this year, so obviously it's the first Champs. We haven't been at an event yet this year, so we're just really excited to be there in the venue and just experience it. It's gonna be obviously the biggest event of the year, so super excited about it. And then, of course, we also got the finals tomorrow, the Euros. We got that's going to be a good one as well. I got Spain. I got the 16-year-old, actually now 17-year-old Lamine Yamal, who's going to be hitting the pitch. I'm excited to see that tomorrow as well. It's going to be a good one.
If it comes home, Twitter is going to be insufferable tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
So it's the only W
It's
that
England,
the UK
Spain,
is,
bro.
Bro, the
England,
UK
Spain
holds
final.
L's year after year after year. It's the only W they've had in like 35 years.
Shit. I don't know anything about baseball, but good
Yeah,
luck.
yeah.
sport.
We'll see what
Wait, hold on. I thought you're Real Madrid, a la Madrid. Like, shouldn't you be rooting for Spain and this shit?
Madrid.
Madrid's not in
up.
the tournament, bro.
He gave up on him. He gave
Yeah,
up
but
on
Madrid,
him.
I didn't give up on anyone.
the
Madrid's
Spanish
not in the
Benja,
tournament.
hit us with a putt. Benja, hit us with a putt real quick
I
before
bet.
we head out of
I
here.
don't grab my putter. Give me a second.
We got a whole bowl here. What you guys been up to on your free time? Sam, what have you been playing? Duarte? Pat?
I played Chain together today with.
I saw that a
Seth
little. I
and
had you
Matt.
guys on in the living room when I was.
Hated
when
all
I-
of that.
Did you complete it?
Fuck no.
Oh, you guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. The
Dude, try to do that
the
shit.
FaZe Youngins completed it. Sam,
Try to
Stable,
do that.
Ronaldo,
We're gonna pick it- we're
Lacey,
picking it up
Jason,
tomorrow.
Ween, and Max.
We're picking it up tomorrow, man.
Oh, you're picking it up? Oh, good for you guys.
Because
Good for you.
we didn't know that it was a long endeavor, so it was too tall a task to do today.
Is
we're gonna do
Zinni
it tomorrow.
costing you, mother? He's got to be costing you, motherfuckers.
We're all
over there.
costing. All of us are costing.
Oh, everybody's costing. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
not
always good.
Playing X Defiant, playing DBD, playing fucking everything. I played the Quarry. I don't know if you know what that is. Great game.
No, I don't. But yeah, I'll be playing a whole bunch of different. I've been just busy with the GTA server. It's been.
I gotta get in the streets.
All,
Yeah,
all
you
I've
do.
been playing is XD ranked and sitting in a queue simulator because I'm way too high ranked at this point in the game.
Damn, you're
Yeah, going
him.
with Smurf.
Bro,
You're
Chris,
in,
we
bro.
can't account, bro. You play like 20 hours a day. Like,
Bro,
that's
Pat,
league of your own.
please, bro.
your
Take
own,
the
man.
So I
paw.
can queue, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Benji to see. He's got his slippage on. He's got his shorts on. He's stepping up to the plate. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna put that golf ball down. I can barely see the fucking ball, buddy.
Dude, how's Tom's just mic
Tom's
cutting
mic
out?
is dog.
Your mic is fucking
And he
ass,
makes the
Tom.
call. Is it? I don't know if
mic
maybe
is
it's a
cutting out.
TeamSpeak thing.
Tom, your mic is horrible.
It might be it might actually be a TeamSpeak setting.
It probably is because this mic's
Because
fine
I
on
don't know.
stream. It's probably
Yeah, I don't
cool.
know if it's good on stream. Chaz, my mic cut out stream. Yeah, he made it. He made it. It came right down the side, down the ramp. That's how I know he made it.
We're gonna have a new putting mat that we're gonna get for next season. It's got like air pumps, so I can do breaking shit. So we're gonna get that. It's a $200. Yeah, it's like $200.
We didn't make it. We just make it harder for you to hit these.
Nah,
buttons.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna have break. It's gonna be lit. It's
No.
gonna be really
He
good.
made the putt. I seen it roll down the ramp. I know we didn't
Yeah.
catch the whole thing, but I
No,
saw it.
I
roll down
100% made that putt. It was
He
free.
made the ball.
But
He might be trying to pull a quick one, but
I don't know if we're gonna have space to do a putt at Champs.
nah,
It's
we're
gonna
not.
depend on
No,
the
we're
set.
not. No, we're not.
It's a bit of a.
I'm thinking we do some dude perfect shit and we put up
Yeah, that'd be
a
crazy.
hole on the stage and we get you a driver from the concourse of where we're at.
That
I
would
fear I'm
actually
gonna
be
get kicked
crazy.
out if I start ripping fucking drives.
we,
straight off the
we
deck.
just watch you rip drives at the end of the show.
Bro,
That would
it's so
actually be
crazy.
just hit
Bro.
just a fucking just rips one. That would be nuts.
Some
Bro,
top
it's
golf
crazy
shit.
when you go to a stadium and you realize like how far 100 yards is. But like you go out to a golf course and it feels like so much shorter. Like you go to like a football stadium and like one end the other is like 108, 109 yards. My fucking sand wedge. Like
Yeah, that.
rip a drive. I'm
Sand
gonna rip.
wedge. Anyway,
I'm gonna
guys,
rip
thank you
a
all for
drive
watching. Gersh
across
doing a
the stadium
phenomenal
in a
job
fucking
on
Yeah, I don't know what the
socials.
fuck this guy's talking about. But I will say, yeah, guys, I see some people saying the vlog as well. I might do some IRL streams over there as well in Texas. So obviously, stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, go to anchor.fm/theflank. Check out audio there. Sites we're on. Go follow @theflank on Twitter. Gersh doing a phenomenal job running socials per usual. And of course, go to ZOOMAFIA.gg to check out the merch, man. We're going to get some more merch up there for champs. So make sure to check that out, man. As always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.
guys the
Brush your
champs.
hair. We'll see you guys
Brush
at
it.
Call of Duty Champs, man. Take it easy. That's what I'm talking about.
Peace.